coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked out by Josh Jones. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. Ryan Succop for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on the punt.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is tackled 40, not quite to the 35. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now a play fake here on first down.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Robbie Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Buccaneers 14, Panthers 7. Dustin Hopkins is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
3 yards remain for second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jeremy Chin.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2nd and 2.
Back to throw here.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Tremble.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He's got his target, Chris Conley. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Here's Smith to return it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. Touchdown!
Terrace Marshall.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
With the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A big play there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Looking downfield for Godwin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. You don't want it. You don't want none. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch twins.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball. Good play.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Another run, this time McCaffrey. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That caught by Tremble.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught by Anderson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Second and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's see what you got.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Like 7, you're not ready. You're not ready. He's checking. Crash.
Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And to the 40. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They run the counter now on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First throw now for the backup Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. He's got Burton here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for 9. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be over.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.